Hello, everyone. This is Sarah Speechley, and I am doing the LEAD training program week 10. So today we are going to talk about ways to increase bookings. Let me get my screen share up. Okay, so what are some ways to get bookings, more parties? Okay, first I've talked about hiring an assistant. Okay, so one way, here I set this here. This is actually my assistant, okay? Because it's impossible to do tons and tons of parties every week, right? We're busy, we only have so much time that we can do actual home parties. So I recommend, highly recommend getting a mini tester kit set, okay? And I have all the stuff that I need for a party in here. Set that down. Okay, so a mini tester set is a very nice thing. Why? Because you can have several going. I have 3 different assistants, I call, but they are mini tester sets, party basket sets. So I can have them going. So I can be doing 3 parties at once with these. Plus I can be doing a home party. So that's 4 parties going on at once. So it's really nice, especially for those that are busy. A lot of people may not want to do home parties, so a mini tester or basket party is a great way. It also is great for those to take to work, family functions, whatnot. So for sure, if you have not invested, I would get a mini tester set. They're only $25 in US, and it's well worth your, okay? So, and then also in your basket parties, things to include 3 to 5 catalogs, order forms, business cards, drawing slips, host envelope. That's this thing. You can get them through the Scentsy office. Okay, always make sure to include the join, the host brochures, catalogs, the scent of the month flyers. Okay, everything's right there. I also always do one example of the order form so they know how to fill it out. Okay. Another thing I like to put in there is my party time. It's my information. Talks about the mission, questions, answers, talks about the host rewards, compensation if they want to join, some frequently asked questions. This is in our training, Heaven Sent training, and it is updated. So, and then all you do have to do is stick a label on. Okay, so that is my brief mini tester. Catalog parties, basket parties is what we call them. Pretty much a catalog party for those that don't know. Okay, so host packets. This is what I want you guys to do, is make sure to always have host packets on hand. You should have 2 to 3 with you everywhere you go, okay? Very important, because these are what's gonna get you parties, okay? What do you put in them? Here's some ideas. You can kind of customize it to what you want. Have 3 to 5 catalogs, 5 to 7 order forms. You can do invitations. Depends on what kind of a party they're gonna do. So if you don't wanna do the invitations, you can do an invitation list, which is just, you can find in the workstation, or you can find it on our Heaven Sent team website. It just has a list of people who they could invite, like invite neighbors, invite family, invite some friends. You know, it has a list of things to help them know who to invite. So that's the invitation list. Warmer of the month, host flyers, any specials going on, buy host, join flyers, a sample order form with scent samples, host wish list is optional, and the hostess party guide, which I showed you. Okay, have these in a little envelope, have them with you, so if someone wants to do a party, you have it ready to give to them. Okay. Okay, I lost something. Where did it go? Okay, sorry. Right before I was doing this program, my computer crashed and I lost this. Anyway, so I'm missing 2 pages here. Maybe they're later. Anyway, we'll talk about bookings in this. Doing a booking blitz. That's what was supposed to be here. But so Sorry, I'm gonna try to see. Okay, the booking blitz got slowed down. So we're gonna go down. Here we go. Sorry. Okay, so booking blitz. One way to get parties, if you don't already have parties, is doing a booking blitz. This is a great, great way to get bookings if you don't have any already on your books. Okay, if you don't already have schedules. Remember, when you have parties, a great way to get more parties is at your parties. If you can get 2 to 3 parties at every party, it snowballs and it keeps your parties going and going and going. So always, when you're at parties, work on bookings. But if you don't have any parties going right now, or you need to get some more, do a booking blitz. Okay, what is a booking blitz? It's where you schedule a time, 30 minutes, 45 minutes, or an hour, whatever time you want to do, and get calling or texting or messaging people and asking them to do a party. I know it's hard. It's stepping out of your comfort zone. I tell you, I still struggle every time I have to do a booking blitz because I'm just like, oh no, it's stepping out of my comfort zone. But it is very beneficial. You will get bookings this way, okay? What do? Get your calendar ready. Find out dates that you have available to do parties, okay? And then contact people. Make a contact list before so you aren't spending your whole 30 minutes writing up your contact list. Step 3, set a time frame. Like I said, 30 minutes, 45 minutes, an hour, whatever you want, but set it. Also, it is good to have someone to do it with to kind of encourage each other. Hey, I just got one, I got one. You can always use me, use someone in your team, your downline, your upline, whoever you want. It is good to do a booking blitz. Scentsy also does booking blitz. I know they are doing one in a few weeks. So you can always do them as a group with Scentsy too. But doing a booking blitz is very good. So what are you going to say? That's the next thing that you want to know. Have a script pre-written out. If you're like me, you get nervous when they answer, you're like, oh, you freeze. So have the script written out. Pick a script that you like, make it yours. Here's some examples, but make it yours, okay? You know, here are a few examples for calls, texts, and text messaging, or Facebook messaging, excuse me. Also some scripts that you can use for past hostesses or referrals, okay? I'm not gonna go too deep into this because we've done some on just booking blitzes, but this is very big and great way to get bookings. I will post my booking blitz on our lead page, and it's also on our Heaven Sent team Facebook page and our Heaven Sent website. So if you do want to do a booking blitz and you want these scripts written out in the step-by-step step, they're on there. Okay, now I got to go back up since I misplaced that. Okay, so now that you're at your parties, and one of the best ways, like I said, to get bookings is at your parties, okay? One thing I always recommend when you're at a party, do a little commercial. I always say do a commercial for join and do a commercial for bookings, okay? It will help you get bookings. Your booking commercial should answer the question for your guests, why would I want to book a party with you, okay? Why do they want to book a party with you? Because you make them fun, because they get free product. Keep it simple, short, and sweet. Okay, one of the ways I like to advertise parties is the Stack the Host game. Okay, it's fun way. This game occurs during the party, and it really only takes 5 minutes. The winner is the hostess because she's already the one getting it. But what it is you sit your hostess down and you set the product on. First, give her anything that she received for booking the party. Second, you add what she could get for hosting a party. So for example, here's one picture of someone that I found online doing a stacking booking party. I usually have empty boxes from warmers I've kept or empty buddy boxes that I have, and I just use those. So obviously it's not heavy, or if she drops them, you don't break any warmers. But this is a great way to show how much you get. I usually do it as the value of a $500 party because they get 15%, they get 3 half-off items. So I will put, they get this at half off, they get this at half off, they get, you know, $80 free product, or how whatever you decide to do. But it stacks and it shows your guests, look at all she can get for X amount of money. It is a great way to visualize what the hostess gets, and it gets people excited and wanting to book a party. Okay, here is another way, and this is one of my favorite ways that games to get bookings at a party, is the booking bags. Now, I like to make little cute bags. I am not Miss Crafty, nor do I have time to be crafty, or don't make it too hard anyway. So just get a cute bag and put some tissue paper in it. That is it. You set them out on your table and everyone's like, ooh, what are those gifts? They're enticing. People want to know what's in them. So you prepare at least 3, sometimes 5, depending on how many parties you want to get, and dress them up. Doesn't have to be fancy. Just tissue paper can dress them up, or a ribbon on top, however you want. Make them enticing. People want to know what's in them. And just set them out throughout the party, and at the end you say, so if anyone wants to book a party, I have these booking booking bags that you get as a gift free if you decide to book a party. So have them book with you, and then they get to pick one of the bags. Now, there's different ways you can do it. All of them, pretty much what's in the bag is your hostess packets. You got some catalogs, order forms, everything you have in your host packets in there. Plus, you can choose what else. I usually do like a little gift or a gift certificate. One, I like to do the gift certificate because then I'm not giving them anything away free right away, but they get that whatever's in the gift certificate when they hold their party. One thing I know some people like to do is they have a $5 product credit, a $10 product credit, and a $15 product credit. And you tell your guests that. So that way, if someone does grab one of the bags and it's only the 5 or 10, say, ooh, guess what? The $15 product credit's still available if anyone wants to book a party. It gets people excited and wanting to book a party. Okay, if you don't want to do the product credit, that's fine. You can maybe just put something like a scent circle or a car bar or even a scent sample or a Scentsy bar that scent of the month. Maybe you have an extra one or whatnot. It doesn't even have to be Scentsy. You can do a candy bar. You can do a lip balm. Okay, it's just something to make it fun for them to want to book a party. Okay, a booking tree. Here's another idea that you can do at parties. This is a simple, incredible, effective way to share your party dates. So you're just going to get cards and you're going to put the dates that you're available to do parties on this card. And then you also put the name, the hostess's name, address for them to fill out. They just come grab one, and depending on which date, they get a prize. Okay, different dates, maybe the harder dates that you have a harder time filling, but you want filled, maybe it's only a few days away and but you really want to have the party that day, put a bigger prize on that one. Okay, the other ones, and then they simply just fill out them, bring them up to you, and that's it. The idea is to offer them an instant gift for choosing one of your bonus dates. You can do an instant gift if you want, or you can give them a gift when they hold the party. Totally up to you. Now, a few people may be thinking, well, if I'm giving away gifts to do parties, how is it beneficial? Because when you do a party, they're going to make more money or more commissions off that, and you're going to get more parties with their guests. So it snowballs. So yes, giving a small $5, $10 product credit will pay off. And if there wasn't a hostess prior, you can always use that hostess perpetual reward too. So it is definitely beneficial because you're going to get more in commissions on those $400 or $500 parties than that. And that is something you can also say is it does have to be a qualifying party, which is at least 200 PRV. I always say qualifying party. So in order to get like the gift certificates. Okay, another idea is mark a calendar. This I recommend even if you are doing some of the other games. Print out a calendar, highlight the dates that you are available to do parties, and then let them fill them in. This can be, tell your guests these dates are available. Make it sound like you got to fill up before it's gone. These are the only dates I have left available, so make sure to pick your date soon before they fill up. Tic-tac-toe this is a game for the host. I recommend doing this, giving this to all your hosts in your host packets. It's another way to get bookings because on there, one of the little squares is to have a friend want to book a party. Okay, so another way, you can even use these with their catalog or mini parties. Another booking game is the dice game. This is where you roll the dice and you have envelopes, 2 through 12. And depending on what they roll with the 2 dice, they get an envelope. Now in the envelopes, you can do number 2, for example, is a grand prize. Number 3's win a prize. Maybe you get to choose what you want to give away, okay? And some are book a party. So before you start playing the game, you tell your guests, okay, people, we're going to play a game. It's optional, so if you don't want to play, that's fine. But those of you that do want to play, get a chance at some cool prizes to play. But you might also have to book a party. So only be willing to roll the dice if you're willing to book a party. Each player will roll the dice and pick the card that goes with that number. If they roll a number that has already been rolled, they simply roll again. If the card says win a prize, they get to choose a prize from your gift basket. If the card says book a show, they must book a show. If their card says grand prize, they get the gift and they get a book a show. For those who have to book a show, be sure to emphasize the hostess rewards and to see as an opportunity, not as an obligation, okay? Deal or no deal is very similar, except this one you just have envelopes and you let them pick an envelope. So 4 of them will be a party and 4 are just deals. And again, these deals can be maybe no taxes or free cent circle or maybe a half off item, whatever you choose. These are up to you. But you just give them up, everyone an envelope, and then you explain deal or no deal. If they're willing to do a party, then they can open it up and see what prize they get, or if they get a party. Just depends. It's just another great way to get more bookings. If they say deal, they need to do whatever the card says. So make sure you do tell them that. Balloon game. This is what you do is at the very beginning. Well, first, before you get to the party, you stick the little papers of what they win if they book a party. And you put them inside the balloon, then you hand them the balloon. As each guest enters the room, hand them a balloon with a folded note inside it. Tell them the balloons are theirs to keep during the party. As you go through your party presentation, they are more likely to become interested in what's inside the balloon. At the end of the party presentation, tell them that each balloon contains a prize. If they want to get that prize, they must book a party. Once they have booked the party, they can pop the balloon to reveal what prize is in it. Again, you pick the prize. It can be something small, it can be free shipping, maybe an extra gift certificate for when they hold their party. You pick it. But these are ways to increase your bookings. Oops. Okay, let's stop sharing. Okay, so here are a few ideas. These really do work, okay? I know you may feel like, oh, it's a little pressure, but you know what? It's fun. And guess what? If your parties are fun, they're gonna wanna book them and have friends over to have fun too. So remember when you're doing parties, have fun with them. These games are fun and they get you bookings. So go for it. Get out and get some bookings. So for your homework this week, you have a few things you get to do. First, you have to do at least 5 hostess packets. Make 5 hostess packets. Then I want you to contact at least 20 people and ask them to do a party. Oh, I know that sounds like a lot, but you guys can do it. Okay, 10 to 20. I'll let some of you go a little easy, but do it. Do the booking or do the booking blitz, which is a time period. So you can choose either 10 to 20, ask 10 or 20, or do a booking blitz where you're doing it for at least 30 minutes straight asking people. Really, you're going to be asking about the same amount. So get out there. This is the way to get the business going. It's a way to keep it rolling. And then when you do your parties, do these games. It will continue to give you 2 to 3 bookings each party, and then they will snowball. You will have your books, your calendar full, and it will keep your income coming, and it will keep you getting more hostess, more guests, and you will make more money. And hopefully some of them will all join, and you can flip the parties too and give them theirs. That's another great way to get recruits at these parties. One of your best people that might want to join are your hostess. They already have customers. They already possibly have bookings that you can give to them. And they already love the product because they did the party. So why not? So anyway, those are ways to increase your parties. Bye.